Hello YouTube, welcome back to my channel. I apologize for taking so long to upload. That is purely my fault. Sorry if you can hear a fan in the background. It's really hot in my room and it's like super late in the morning and I don't want to wake anybody up. So sorry if I'm not too enthusiastic about this. Basically, I'm just going to give my general opinions on Burn Your Bust and why I think it's cringe, why I think it's something that we should not do, and why I am voting for Joe Biden. Anyway, let's get into it. Hope you enjoy. A vote for Joe Biden is not an endorsement of Joe Biden's ideas or his ideology. A vote is simply a utilitarian mechanism used to decide the outcome of a presidential election. You are not responsible for their actions or their past history. A vote is simply just that, a vote. It has no nuance. Biden is harm reduction. His policies are far better than Trump's. For example, he will give us the public option, most likely. Biden will do some harm, but nowhere near the same amount as Trump would. From a consequentialist perspective, which I am, looking at this through actually, voting for Biden is the best action. Organizing under a Biden presidency will be far easier than under a Trump presidency. We can easily bend the DNC and Biden more to our will than we ever could with a Trump presidency. It's already happening. Biden is making concessions to Bernie Sanders right now, and will continue to make concessions in office if elected because of the presence of AOC, Ilhan Omar, and Ro Khanna, etc. Also, a Biden presidency is least likely to use state force against us than Trump. Trump is far too eager to deflect blame from neo-Nazis, but Biden would most definitely not have this problem. A term 2 Trump is a monster we don't want to see. He will have no fear of rollbacks or impeachment after that horrible attempt by Pelosi. Term 2 Trump would most likely end Roe v. Wade and roll back minority rights. It's happening right now too. Trump has proposed a bill that would allow doctors to refuse treating trans people during the COVID-19 crisis. This is only the first step in the removing of minority rights. I don't want to imagine what's next. Bernie Sanders has already endorsed Joe Biden because he understands the magnitude of this election. Bernie understands that this is a step back in terms of meaningful change. He wants to make the left look good, and by supporting Joe Biden, it makes the left not look like a bunch of whiny, spoiled, woke-scolding babies. Bernie Sanders' media coverage was fairly good for a while, but unfortunately, it was cut short due to those 3 painful Super Tuesday losses. Bernie, however, understood that his media coverage would have been far worse had he not endorsed Joe Biden. Example given, the Bernie Bro narrative. If you abstain from voting, you don't just not vote for Biden, you also perhaps are taking away votes from policies, candidates whose election days are on the same days. You have to vote blue down ballot. If you are already at the polls, just vote for Joe Biden for fuck's sake. The only time I'm comfortable with you not voting is if you live already in a blue state like New York or California. However, if you live in a place like Ohio or Florida, you have to vote for Joe Biden and prevent Trump from winning that state that could potentially give him the election. The Supreme Court is important to shaping the future of this country. Trump, if elected, will definitely put in a conservative judge, shaping the future with a conservative agenda. Biden won't put in a leftist judge, obviously, but a liberal one. A liberal judge is far better than a conservative judge. We will be protecting Roe v. Wade, LGBTQ rights, and other minority rights in general. We went bust once. Do you believe that was a good decision in hindsight? Hillary would have been a more competent president during these times. Biden would be a return to, at the very least, Obama-era politics. Refer to my previous point. It's easier to organize under a Biden than a Trump government. Now, I know Joe Biden doesn't hold any or most of our principles. I don't care, to be honest. One is going to be president, and I care about who's the better option. I don't give a shit if Joe Biden gaffes or does not articulate himself well and isn't socialist. I'm a consequentialist and believe Joe Biden would be the best option. Out of him and Donald Trump, he is most definitely the better option. Okay, and that's my rant done. Feel free to re-get me in the comments. If anyone wants to debate on this, I don't mind. Just let me know. Anyway, hope you enjoyed, and hopefully you vote for Joe Biden. Just please stop LARPing.